Hey there, how y'all doing today? I hope everything's going great for you. Hi, my name is Lisa. Welcome back to the channel. And as always, I'm super glad you're here today. So what are we going to do today? Today, spit it out, Lisa. Today, I'm going to go over my purpose funds tracker. I kind of track. I track online. I've not really written this down in any consistent manner. It's been a busy few months, but I did last month. So we're going to try it, and I'm going to redo things because I always do. So let's just go with what we have right now. So I have all of my sinking funds at Capital One. All of my savings accounts are sinking funds or purpose funds because they do have a purpose, and I just keep adding money there to wait for the purpose or the reason to arise, and then I'm not surprised. So annual subscriptions, that is that gets $150 every month. I started out July 15th at $537, and I'm currently at $691. So that increased $154. I do get interest on these accounts every month, and I always round up. So I made $4, probably three something, but I always round up. I don't like all those cents. It drives me nuts. Next is auto care. This time we only put in $75. Having to re-allot some cash, move things around a little bit. So auto care was at $472, and it got $172. Sorry, let me reboot that. Back up. This is what was put in July. August I haven't gone over yet, even though it is August. But I know I had to cut it in half. So actually we're working with this 170, so it's up to 644. And birthdays, I'm down. I did put in 40, but I had to spend 70, so I'm down 30. So I went from birthdays from 148 to 118. Car insurance, I have State Farm. I pay every 6 months. So I go ahead and make this a monthly sinking fund. We put in 176. And that is up to $413. So with interest, we increased that $178. Cat supplies, that's for it's really just pet supplies, but we only have a cat right now. So that started at $350. We spent $60 on, what did we spend it on? Must have been litter and food. So we're down to $290. Christmas, I put in 10. So we started at 75. I'm now up to 86. I also have a sinking fund for that. I'm sorry, an envelope I stuffed for Christmas. Clothes, that usually gets 60 a month, and that was at 152, and it's down 30. We had to buy, I don't know, my husband had to buy clothes probably. We're still kind of building up his wardrobe to real clothes because he's always had uniforms, and he's not really working. Well, he's not working now. He's on a medical leave. So we are redoing his wardrobe. We're down to 122. Crows and Disney, I added 40. It was 167. I'm up to 208. So it's time to buy some more food. I feed the crows in my front yard, in case you were wondering. And what I don't spend on the crows, I save for my Disney pass. So that's up to 208. And I think a Disney pass now is like $400. Give or take. We get our money's worth. Dine out, that was down to 14. I put in 300, and whatever we spent, now we are ending at 106. We have cut down the eating out cost-wise. We still go once a week. We just bring it home. We don't sit down in the restaurant on a regular basis, and that has saved us probably $30 a trip. I'm just saving up for new electronics. It was at 113. I put in 40 a month, and it ended up at 64. So I increased that at 51. I don't know why it went up to 51. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Anyway, it's up to 51. I do so well with my finances. I know you're thinking, boy, girl, get a grip. This is the best I can do. Home care, that was at $325, and that's just stuff around the house. The fence needs painting, or you know, I got a new air fryer or something like that. That's at $412. Our insurance, taxes and insurance, we pay that once a year, but I collect every month and put that in a sinking fund. That is at $1467, and I put in $360 every month. And that is up to $1833. My walking around money, I used to carry cash. I used to carry cash for everything. I rarely carry cash right now, but I reserve the right to change my mind. That started at $390. It's now at $410, and I give myself, I only increased that $20 because I did spend a little bit. I usually give myself $80 a month. So I spent some stuff. I went to a thrift store or two. Medical, that's like a revolving account. It was at $271. It's now to $200. We had to spend $71 on something. With my husband's health issues, his year of being 64 has been quite expensive with medical, but it's okay. We're doing fine with that. Hopefully his year 65 will be better. Travel, I just add $20 to that every month because just in case we get a chance to go somewhere. That was at $272. It's at $293 now. Bath renovation. This is a project that's been on hold for probably a year because of the health and everything else. So that is just actually earning interest. It's up to $113. And I do have more money for that put away in a brick and mortar account, but that's because I want to pay these people. Actually, I need to get them back out here to start. Whole nother story. Car down payment. One of these days we're going to have to replace our vehicles, so I just start small. I had a savings challenge for that, and it's at $528 with a little bit of interest. And remember, I round up. It's now up to $530. See, I have a lot of these. I have a lot of sinking funds. But in my brain, it works. I need to have all of that written out. I need to see it. I need to visualize it. Estate planning, that went up $4 to $1,008, a little bit of interest. $5,000 savings challenge, $80, tiny bit of interest. It's now $81. Hurricane fund. I know if you've been here for at least over a year, you know I started a savings challenge for a hurricane fund. We live in Florida. Hurricanes happen. And that's just in case we need anything else for the house related to hurricane stuff, like blue tarps or whatever, if our roof goes, whatever. Or it could be, you know, if we have to replace the roof and it's due to the hurricane, we can use this as part of the deductible. We'll have to find the rest of it. Actually, I should start adding to that just to make it a roof deductible, because that's not going to be cheap. All right, let's see if I can remember that. Long-term savings, this will be here for as long as we can hold it here until we need it somewhere else, which will mostly be medical. It's at $1220, now it's at $1225. The kiddos, it's at $42, and I added $40 to that, so that's at $83. That's almost becoming a regular category in case we get the kiddos. My grandkids, they're a little bit older. One's in 10th grade, one's in 6th grade. They're growing up. But if we get the chance to have a day date with them, we try to grab them every other week, every other week, so we can have some quality time with them, one-on-one. Depends on what's happening in our life that week. That looks like Peter. It's not. It's the pet ER. And that is at $1,027 with a little bit of interest. It is up to $1,031. I just keep that because I have a cat, and you know, pet emergencies, when you're going in the middle of the night to the 24-hour vet, they're expensive and you have to be prepared. And I know this from experience times two. So I have a rental. It's a house I inherited from my parents. It's rented out to a family member. See what the rent is? There you go. And it's up to $12,893. It earns about $40 of interest every month, but that just stays like that. That's just a fairly stable account. Tax withholding, I have $1,000 with that. I had to pay taxes last year, but then my husband was working full time. This year it might be different. This might be enough. It might not. We might actually get money back. Who knows? But we'll see. And And I have checking accounts. This is when I sold on Etsy. I have a little bit left on there. When I sold on eBay, I stashed money over there. And I think this 1187 is when I take money out and I round up to get rid of all these cents here. So this is the only one that has the cents because I use it to round up to the other categories. And then I just have a regular checking that bills come in and out of, and that's it, 3301. So we've gone from $24,136.75 to $26,717.89. That's not bad, right? Okay, so we've taken out 219.86 and we've added 2801, and that's where we get this. And of course, you know, when I redo this, because I see that coming, I might just leave these out of it and just work with the active ones. What do you think? But then again, I need to see all of them. So that's me. I think that's a me problem. All right, you guys, thanks for going over these purpose funds for July. And we will get started with August here shortly. All right, I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.